you know, that's why I'm always with a lot of positivity, and I'm always like preaching stuff like that. And like when people are like, oh, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? I don't like to think about it. I don't like to think negative. I just like to think about the positive, because I mean, whatever the world does, the world's gonna happen, right? So how about I not like preach negativity in this world and preach positivity? Because I could say I'm gonna make $1 million, or I could say I'm gonna make no money. If I could say I might not make $1 million today, but I'm gonna have $1 million soon.
Welcome back to another episode of the Chips and Chops podcast. Today we are sponsored by Stockroom East. Located on East Jefferson Boulevard here in South Bend, Indiana, Stockroom East offers a creative co-working space that welcomes anyone and everyone. With us today is a former professional Fortnite player turned relationship guru, the man Steven Zoss. Steven is one of our friends and classmates, and this year he really took us by storm with his wisdom. You know, you'd normally expect this type of wisdom from an old man, but Steven's only 17 years old. Steven was actually one of the first people I met my freshman year. Steven and I took Algebra 1 lab together. Back then, Steven was vastly different from what he is today. You look at Steven and something stands out. His beard. Back then, he was baby-faced and he was addicted to Fortnite. He would stream hours on Twitch a day under the name Lyrical Sniper and even turned pro at one point. Steven, you were a Fortnite pro and Twitch streamer. How did that end up happening?
Well, before we start real quick, I just want to appreciate y'all for bringing me on this podcast. And I do respect what y'all do, because I know a lot of people are hating on your podcast, and you still do it every day, like just to meet people and stuff like that. But anyways, Fortnite Pro Nim started in Twitch. So I just started playing Fortnite like usual, you know. Started in Season 2. And it was really fun. Like, I just been building sky base and shit. And then, like, I started getting competitive, like, kind of late, like, almost, like, Chapter 2, almost like late Chapter 1, and I made like $900 with my duo partner Julius, who's still in South Bend.
Yeah,
and
I thought you guys made like thousands of dollars.
No, we made $900 like each off of Winter Royale, and we also won on Europe too. We won like $200 on the European servers, and then we
which is just crazy. You're like,
that was wrong.
Cheating Europeans out of money.
Yeah. Hey, taxation with no representation. For real? And then we got like 400, like we made 1,400. So I think we got like 500 from FNCS, which is like Fortnite competitive, you know.
So in total, how much did you make?
Like 1,400.
1,400. Yeah,
and then from Twitch, I got one check. I got $100 check from Twitch.
No, yeah, I remember freshman year, like when we originally met. I mean, I'm serious. Like, you probably were like one of the first people I met, right? Like, I was really like shy back then. But me and you had classes together, and you were like, I don't know, just welcoming. Yeah, like you put me on, and like I'd be like watching your streams every day.
Yeah, like it see, like the thing with like when the streaming was a little more of a little bit of an outlet for me, like not because of like any problems, but I like to talk to people. So I would stream, and like hella people would come in my chat, and like random people I don't even know. And like I would be streaming till like 4 or 5 in the morning, like just talking about nonsense. And people would just be there listening and giving feedback, and we'd just be chilling.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and it's it's how David and I kind of became friends.
Yeah, we were both in your chat.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, like we were.
So that was during COVID and whatnot.
Yeah, I think we used to argue a lot in those, don't you think? I remember. I like, for some reason, remember like we'd like beef back and forth. Like who's the more loyal? Who's the more loyal viewer to Steven? Right, it is obviously me. But I mean, like, yeah, Steven, like, when did you end up quitting? Like, you were like really into it,
and why?
So like for me, like Fortnite was super cool, and like a lot of people don't understand this, but like with everything you do, like sports and stuff like this, it might sound a little bit nerdy, but it takes a whole lot of like knowledge. And Fortnite was probably one of those games where like you had the IQ and you're the better player. Like no matter if you could build, shoot, or whatever, you got the IQ, you're the better player. Yeah. So like for my teammate, me and him, I was like always the IGL, the in-game leader, and I would tell him, I was like, look, I'm gonna tell you what to do. If you really, really, really don't like it, then tell me something. But if not, don't say nothing. Yeah. Because like you had to think in the moment, like split second decisions, and that's the person who's gonna win. That's how you made him $1,400. And I quit.
Did you and your duo end up breaking up?
So like you stopped doing Fortnite relationships and became the relationship guru?
Nah, so like I just kind of like chilled off, like laid back on it, because I think they got rid of like the console tournaments, like console only tournaments. So like I wasn't even like on that no more. So something ended up happening, a little bit situation I'm not the happiest about. Yeah. And I ended up quitting Fortnite, retiring, as they would say, you know.
At a young age.
Yeah, and I left my the clan that I was in, which is F1, or formerly known as DMN. It was like where I met a lot of people, like Shaflam, for example. I even showed him to Shaflam and some other people, and that was like the only community that I got in and I felt welcomed in, and like I brought people from my stream or like random people I would find, and like I brought them into that environment and like really had them, like if they needed an outlet, they got an outlet, they got other people to talk to or play with and do stuff to and practice and everything like that.
So you were like the middleman.
Basically. And then when I was retired, like I bring that up because when I was like retiring, the people, like a lot of people, like out of nowhere, low key, like I know these people appreciated me, but they would all come to me and they were like, bro, I really appreciate you. It's sad to see you go and stuff like that. Like they really respected me and what I did because I brought them a lot of.
Do you still keep in contact with any of your old guys?
I do got a lot of them still followed on Instagram. Like we're still followed on Instagram. They like I put up like sometimes like I like to do a little wipe on my Instagram and I put up like, all right, anybody who's following me, if you want to stay followed and respond to this, and like they still like a couple of them responded to it. So I just been chilling, I haven't really talked to them, but they're still there.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, that was a big part of your life. What do you think that you learned during that time? Like, are you like people could look at it as like cringy. I mean, like you were making money, you were grinding, and you had a community. Like, do you look at it as cringy, or are you thankful for the time?
Honestly, no, I don't look at it as cringy because a lot of people do. You could be playing cricket and like I don't think cricket's cringy and stuff like that. So, Fortnite was pretty cool. A lot of people probably did call it cringy, probably because they suck.
Yeah,
couldn't be like us.
I mean, you were probably easily the best player in South Bend. I don't know anyone else that won money off of it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like it was kind of like so like me like a lot of stuff comes naturally talented in me, and it's nothing cocky. Like a lot of things that I do, I'm just like naturally talented at, and it's easy for me. So Fortnite low-key kind of came easy for me.
Yeah.
And the best thing that I learned is I learned from a lot of people. I met a lot of people like all over the world. Like I'm talking like Australia, Europe, all the.
You learned how to communicate with them.
Yeah, I like you learn a lot. Like I used to be in this like little Discord thing, and like we used to like literally like 4 or 5 friends, and we'd be like watching movies and shit. Like
no, that's really cool.
Just like in the middle of the night, like because different time zones.
And French, right? You learned French from it, right?
No, I know German.
Oh, German. Okay.
Wait, so
I forgot.
Did you end up having like any Fortnite e-girls or girlfriends or anything?
This is a little bit of cringy, but I'll admit to it for the pod. There used to be a couple people, somebody from NA West, Oceania,
really dropping their service,
and Europe. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, like, were you were kind of a player back then with all these Fortnite girls?
So see, like, here I'm gonna get into a little bit. Like, this is a little bit deep, but I'm opening up. So like, a lot for me is like I would talk to these people. I would talk to these females, and it would just like make me feel better. Like, low-key, they probably didn't even want me. But I was talking to them, and it made me feel better because I felt like that was a little bit of an outlet for, like, the sad times that I was going through.
Yeah.
I could talk to these, like, girls, and, like, it made me feel better. But, like, in reality, it was just, like, a little placeholder. It wasn't making me feel like anything.
No, that's...
And low-key, it probably broke off some of my friendships.
Yeah. No, I can understand, during COVID, everyone's inside. Everyone, like, becomes super antisocial, and you can hop on the game and talk to a girl. It's like... Yeah. It's kind of just fun, right? And, like, I could imagine where that would make you feel better. I remember, like, we were classmates freshman year, and, you were having girl problems. Fast forward to now, you're in a long-term relationship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, we're still in high school. You're 17 years old. It's kind of unbelievable. How did you get to that point?
All right. So,
basically, what flipped the switch to make you more of a mature person?
Okay, so
yeah, because like you are like vast, like different. Right, like you're very
like
mature.
you give relationship advice to like the substitute teacher. Like I remember there's a substitute teacher. She's like 50 or 60, and you're giving her relationship advice with her husband. And you're like inviting her to your wedding.
Yeah. So a lot of it came from like a relationship that I had in the past. It was like almost like a year relationship and stuff like that, and it was like. It made me like really depressed, like, because this female was actually like crazy in her head or something like that. I'm not just saying that in a cocky way, but so I was having a lot of problems, and I just ended up, relinking and talking back with my ex-girlfriend, who's now my current girlfriend, and it just like was so much better. Like she actually helped me through all of it, and she kind of made me who I am today, and that like it made me mature because it was like, that's why I'm always with a lot of positivity, and I'm always like preaching stuff like that. And like when people are like, oh, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? I don't like to think about it. I don't like to think negative. I just like to think about the positive, because I mean, whatever the world does, the world's gonna happen, right? So how about I not like preach negativity in this world and preach positivity? Because I could say like I'm gonna make $1 million, or I could say I'm gonna make no money. If I could say I might not make $1 million today, but I'm gonna have $1 million soon.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how long have you been with your girlfriend?
So me and my girlfriend, this month will be 1 year and 11 months. And then next year we're actually having our anniversary on February 18th, a 2-year anniversary, and I'm taking her to Legoland. We like Legos and stuff.
That is so cool.
In Chicago?
Yep, in Chicago.
That's tough.
That's so cool. I mean, like,
do you envision yourself as like a Lego? Like, I think Legos were put in place for children because when you're a child, you're building yourself up into the person you are.
Right.
So you're putting all the blocks together. You see the red, you see the blue.
You following?
They're always your stuff is all different colors. Your fortress that you're building, all different colors. You got to put all those colors together, no matter.
Right.
And it builds you up to be a great person. So you need different varieties of whatnot, and that's what I think Legos were meant to be. It's not meant to be to get your creativity going. It's meant to envision and embody yourself building up yourself.
Right. I don't really I like to read the instructions all the time. I don't really like to go solo. I don't even like to build Legos by myself. I just like the instructions.
What?
But
wait. So you just like getting a manual on how to build it.
Yeah, like so like that's what I was saying.
So you like following a script.
Right, like I was saying, are you gonna follow instructions or not? Like with your life, are you following instructions or like you going off the script?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the instructions, but at the same point, you got like
you gotta build yourself. Though.
Once you build it up, how does it tell you how to play with it?
Right, you're right.
No, it tells you're done with it. All right, go buy another box.
You do have to learn how to play with it.
Why would you? Yeah, it's once you build yourself up to something, before building onto it more, you play with it.
So David, you think of yourself as a Lego?
I think everyone should think of themselves as a Lego. You're building yourself into something.
I kind of, yeah.
You know, one thing I like, I heard recently by Andy Maharo. He said that, what if everybody's just an NPC? And I really think about that every day because I see these people coming into Walmart. I see these people walk around. Like, there's some dude that wears a Confederate flag, like, jacket, and he comes into Walmart every other day. Like, I don't know how many times you could shop at Walmart in one day.
And he wears that jacket every...
Bro,
he wash it?
No, like, it's dirty. Like, bro, like, literally, he's literally, like, covered in dirt.
So he's definitely... you have to think about it. What's going through that guy's mind?
Yeah.
Like what makes you want to put that on? And that's just hateful and just, like, walk around Walmart, you know?
Yeah.
Like...
It's like, you know what it is.
He's bringing attention to himself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you, like, believe in that, like, you could believe in your stuff in private. Like, you don't have to go put out, like, you don't have to go dress as a nun. Well, no, not as a nun. You don't have to, like, go dress in your pastor outfit out to public to preach to people, to, like, let people know what you, like, if you believe in that, you believe in that. That's you, like, even if it's controversial, like, keep it behind closed doors.
For sure.
You know, he knows what that means, and he knows.
So you don't think priests should wear their stuff outside of church?
No, my bad. That was a bad example.
Dave, you know he was talking about. Yes, you've been with your girlfriend for basically 2 years now. Yeah, basically. Did you guys ever, like, have any problems, or it seems like, has it just been, clear roads? Yeah, well, see, so, like, a lot of people, like, always, think, like, I got a perfect relationship. And I would say, like, perfect, but I wouldn't say perfect because I don't like the word perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and, obviously everybody's going to have arguments, and that's actually the truth. Yes. Yeah, it's like a little bit of arguments. And you know what? Like, we always come back together, though. Like, it's literally, like, not like an argument. Like, not no 2 days arguments. Not no, like, no harsh words. Like, it's all love. It's not.
Yeah, so it's like a South Bend road.
Yeah, well, no, the South, bro.
No, because you can be driving smoothly on one little part of the road because it just got redone.
And you just hit a little bump.
And then you hit a huge pothole.
Okay, well, not a huge pothole.
Your tire gets blown.
You gotta go get a new one.
You gotta go get a new one, and it fixes the car, and then you guys are rolling again.
How's that happen?
But there's a little bump.
Has that happened to you?
A pothole? Yeah, it happened like 2 weeks ago.
I almost died like 2 days. Like, I literally died almost like 3 times in a row like 2 days ago. So, like, I was going back on this what's that one street that Riley's on? Fellows. And I was going around the roundabout. And, bro, I'm, like, coming around the roundabout. And I'm, like, sliding. Like, I'm about to slide up and hit the pole. But then, I'm saying, like, Fast and Furious, I whip it.
You made a quick change.
Yeah, avoided the pole. And then I was like, look, my tires was finna skid on that, whatever. And I skirted and I made it. I was straight. But yesterday I was going home from my girlfriend's house and somebody in a black Suburban, and whoever this is in South Bend, they really need to get this up and check. But in a black Suburban with their lights off, was coming down the middle of the street, like middle of the street, honking the horn, stay honking the horn. Like, and yesterday, so like.
They're having a baby.
I don't even know, but I was in the house and like, I heard them like going around the block, honking the horn, like stay honking the horn. And I'm coming, like, I'm as far right as I could be, but they're honking the horn. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, float up? And then, like, they obviously moved out the way, but it was pretty
You living
close.
in their world.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was, like, I don't even know what encourages you to do that. Like, I don't know what type of drugs you have to take to do that.
They might have been on something.
Maybe, probably. I mean, it is South Bend. It is South Bend.
Yeah, for real. So you're talking about you were coming back from your girlfriend's house. Is it true that you've seen her literally every single day?
What?
Since
So-
you...
Wait.
No, Joey asked me, because he asked me how much I see my girlfriend, and I say every single day, and that is true.
Like, you've seen her every single day that you guys have been dating?
That I kind of remember, yes. Like, it's not even, like, and it's not even, like, all the time. So, like, sometimes, like, I'll go to work, and I'll go, like, back to her house, drop her off something, see her for, like, 10, 20 minutes, and that's it. Like, that's not, like, I seen her that day, but it was only, like, 10, 20 minutes. So, it's not, like, 8 hours a day every day.
That's crazy.
No, yeah, because me and him have talked about this. Like, he's literally seen her every single day.
Yeah, like, I like to have consistency, and I'm, like, I'm, like, what do you call those people that, like, constantly, like, I don't know, like, I'm an achiever, so, like, if I break that streak, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Like, I like to have streaks. Like, I got my Duolingo streak, like, 335 days right now.
That's insane.
Crazy on the Duolingo.
No, but, like, I remember, like, one of the days during school, like, you were going to Indy for a basketball game or something, right?
Yep.
And you literally went over to her house at 6 in the morning.
I went over at 6 in the morning to see my girlfriend.
Like, that's dedication. And, like, I don't think I could do that. But, like, that's...
Yeah, no, that's crazy. You don't ever feel like there needs to be, like...
A couple days off?
Not, like, a couple days off, but, like, there's not, like... Like, if you're going to a Indy basketball game, like, it's okay to just, like, text her, like, FaceTime her or something.
Yeah, it is, but, like, I'm more, like, a real life person. So, like, it's just cool. I seen her for, like, 10 minutes, and, like, that's it. Like, it's cool. Like, we don't got to text nothing through the rest of the day. But, like, it's... I don't know, like... I know people like, oh, we don't think you need a break. Like, a lot of times, like, sometimes we be chilling at home, like, and we're not talking to each other. Like, it's not, like, we're not talking to each other because we're mad. We're just, like, chilling. We're having our own peace. But, like, we're still in each other's presence, which, however people put it out, they put it. But, like, still peace to me. That's, like,
how do you define peace?
Peace is actually something that everybody should look for in their life. Like, that's the one thing that, like, at the end of the life, no matter how much money you got and everything, like, peace. Like, if somebody can make you mad, then they're, like, you're control. Like, if you say something about me and, like, I get mad, then, like, you kind of manipulating me, like, you control me, like, and that means that you're, like, above me. But if I don't get mad, because, like, again, like, somebody said, so somebody, I could be cussing you out in German. You're not gonna understand what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying at all. So, like, but when I cuss you out in English, you understand what I'm saying. But you put meaning to those words. Words don't mean nothing.
No,
like,
that
you literally
bro.
put meaning.
Yes,
to the
Steven,
words.
that's my mindset too, bro. Like, people can get so hurt over, like, they say like words aren't, you shouldn't get hurt by words, but that's completely true, because words are literally just your interpretation
exactly
of the vocals that are coming out of their mouth.
You could say the B word. You could be like
yeah,
you could be like, hey,
like what,
to your
like
friend.
like
You
what does
could
that
be
even
mean.
mean? Like, yeah, they say like your tone of voice and whatnot, but like, why is it the tone of voice and not the tone of words? You know?
Right. It's
Like,
I think tone
words.
of voice and tone of words are the same thing, David.
Yeah.
No, the way you say something is not the same as what you say.
No, yeah. That's not tone then. Tone is how you say something.
Tone of voice, tone of words. That's like
Like,
saying
how
like
you pronouncing the word. Like, I mean.
yeah, like just like what words you're saying.
No, so there's a difference between being like, oh, what's up, David? And me
pronunciation.
being like, what's up, David? Like, you're going to notice a difference, and it means more when I say it the second way, because you're like, why am I bothered?
But you could say like, what up, David? Or you could say like, what up, B?
Yeah, no, yeah, there's a difference. So you're saying like the words that you say don't matter, it's how you say them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
No, I agree. I
But like
that.
still like
Yo,
people can get so hurt over like the words you say, and it's like deep down like it's just a word.
Yeah, it's never that.
It's just vocals that come out of someone's mouth. Right. Now if they start hitting you, that's obviously going to be interpretation as like that is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely like
But like people,
the stuff you say is like how you treat somebody.
When you're young, people tell you what words are good, what words are bad. But why can't all words just be words? Like, why does there have to be good words and bad words? You know?
Right. That does make a lot of sense. And you know, speaking of Indy and the basketball game, I am going to a basketball game this weekend. I'm going to Cleveland. I'm driving there. This is like my first time ever, like kind of driving anywhere like super far, you know. But
hopefully you get there, right?
Yeah, I can't have a black Suburban coming at you.
No black Suburbans on the highway. I do got roadside assistance, so I will be straight. But yeah, my girlfriend actually bought me those basketball game tickets, and she bought me the LA Clippers hat. She bought me my phone case and my AirPod case and my jersey, my Paul George jersey, the GOAT, undoubtedly. And,
another thing is you guys share a car. That's what I think is crazy. That shows that you guys are so committed.
Exactly. I think a lot of people, like, when a lot of people heard about that, like, they really, like, you know, whether you judge it or not, like, a lot of people were like, bro, for real, like, you know, they're like, oh, well, what if you break up and stuff like that? And there's already something set and planned for that. But, like, it's like, see, like, me, I'm a type of plan A person. Like, I'm plan A, like, 1,000,000%, and plan B is like literally in the back of my head. Like, I'm plan A so much that I don't even think about plan B. But like, what a lot of people don't understand, when I'm like always super plan A, they're like, they think I don't have a plan B, but I do have a plan B. But I'm just so focused on plan A and so committed to plan A that I put all my effort and energy towards plan A to have plan A work out.
How did you guys like get to that point of, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but like, you plan on marrying her?
Of course,
right?
Of course.
Like, you want to be with her forever. Like,
of course.
How did you guys get to that point? And like, when did you really realize that you really want to marry this girl?
So like, to be honest, we started dating in 8th grade. And I'm be honest, it was a love at first sight for me.
So you believe in that?
I do believe in love at first sight. Yeah, it was love at first sight for me, and then, you know, we ended up, you know, going through something not even that major, and then we ended up clicking back together. And there's a saying.
You hit your pothole.
There's a saying, like my favorite saying, where they're like, if it's real, it'll come back together. And I think a lot of people say that because they're sad. Like, they're like, oh, well, if it's real, he'll come back to me. If it's real, she'll come back to me, because they're sad. But like, I wasn't even thinking of that thought in my head, and then like that shit came back, and I was like, dude, that's.
So you think someone like getting real. Back with like an ex isn't a bad thing?
Because
it is very like frowned upon, because that's what people are told. People are told like that's something you should be frowned upon. Same thing with like words and whatnot.
Right.
It's not good to.
It is probably definitely frowned upon, because a lot of people with their ex, like, they go through like a little bit of toxic relationship, and then they go back because that's who they're comfortable with, not who they want to be with. That's who they're comfortable with, and they know who it's familiar.
They're settling.
Familiarity.
You don't want to settle for somebody.
Yeah. No, they're taking the easy way out, low key. Like, people who, you know, go through that way. But honestly, it shouldn't be frowned upon going back with your ex, because, you know, if you didn't have like a toxic relationship, you just broke up at the point because you didn't understand each other or something like that, then I mean, it's cool to get back together as long as you guys are matured and everything like that.
Yeah. When did you really realize that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with your girlfriend?
Honestly, like, it was kind of like, maybe not in the 8th grade, because I wasn't really thinking hard in the 8th grade. Like, no,
probably not when you were a Fortnite pro either.
Yeah, no, I did love her in the 8th grade, but I wasn't really like thinking hard in the 8th grade. I wasn't really matured yet. But like, kind of like right when we started the relationship, basically, like, you know, they do say that men like tend to fall in love faster. That's why men are always like, I love you first, or, you know, and the women take longer, because, you know, women are more secure. You know, they don't like to just let loose all of a sudden. But yeah, like, I realized that really, like, kind of at the start, and, you know, I already got a plan. We're gonna get married in Greece. I was actually.
I know you're telling the sub.
Yeah, I was telling the sub.
You're inviting her.
Yeah.
Wait, are we invited?
Hey, if you want to come to Greece, yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna have an after party. So like, the Greece part is like, so like, I think I'm gonna get married here in the States, because, you know, I can't get married in Europe, because I was actually born in Asia.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Go talk about that.
No, I'm just playing. I wasn't born in Asia.
I can believe that. I would definitely believe that.
Yeah, no, but like, we're gonna probably get married in the state like on the same day, and then fly out to Greece. You know, spend like 2 weeks, because I believe, you know, like, a lot of people like spend a whole bunch of money on their wedding, and their honeymoon is like to San Francisco or something like that. You know, I'm trying to have
Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. But we're going to like watch the new Disney show, or whatever. You hear that Disney coming out in Fort Wayne?
Go to AMC.
Yeah, right.
That's bad. I mean, like,
is that bad though? It's your interpretation. What if
yeah, if that means a lot to you.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm trying, because like, weddings could cost up to like $50,000. How it is? It's $150 a guest. That's how you look at it.
Weddings are not $50,000.
Yes. No. Yes.
I was actually watching a TikTok about an Indian wedding. Yeah, it was like $80,000. You know
how it typically is. It's $150 a guest. So, Dave, if you want to have 300 guests, that's $45,000.
Oh, quick math for real.
That's like a whole year's salary for an average American.
Yeah. No, it's like an insane. So I think if I get married, I'm gonna have to be like really rich, or I'll have like an actual wedding because you can just go down to.
So if you're not rich, you're not gonna get married.
I mean, I wouldn't have a $50,000 wedding.
But I feel like there's a difference between because you always have to get married in the courthouse. You always have to get that legal document. So I think there's a difference between going to get that legal document and then actually having the wedding.
The
wedding
like
is a whole different part.
A ceremony and having all your friends.
The wedding is basically a ceremony.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I mean, have you planned on when you want to get married?
Yes, I have. The 5 years. So it's the second. It's a 2-year this year. So 2024, 5, 6, 2026.
2026.
Yeah. And also, we're both fully committed 100% to IUPUI.
That's cool.
I had no. Yeah, I thought it was Ball State.
Nah. We did get into 5 other colleges together, but I finally got into IUPUI. I don't think you were in the class when I said that.
Yeah.
But I finally got into IUPUI, and going down to Indy.
Are you guys gonna live on campus, or are you gonna do off campus together? Because that could be really cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Trying to see how it is. Still gotta have a visit, so that'd probably coming up in February. Probably gonna have a visit.
Yeah, because I mean, typically you go and you have a roommate. I mean, you're obviously gonna be rooming with a guy.
Right.
But I mean, it could be cool if you just do off camp, or I mean, like on campus housing or something, off campus housing together, and then you live together for 4 years or more. That's kind of incredible. What advice would you give to someone who just got into a relationship, Steven?
Just got into it? Honestly, an advice I would give is you really have to know your partner's tempo. If they're gonna are they taking the relationship fast, or are they taking it slow? Because you guys kind of have to be on the same page with that. You could be the person who takes stuff fast normally, but maybe slow down a little bit for that other person. Because one thing that happens is a lot of relationships, especially probably teenagers, go way too fast, which end up making the other person feel uncomfortable and then not loved later on in the relationship.
Because it's
it's so intense.
Everything happened too fast, and they don't feel like they took their time. This doesn't feel like a relationship. This just feels like a little bond. Lust.
So you just say get their tempo and stuff.
Yeah, you understand them. Honestly, it's a really good thing to understand your person. See, a lot of things that me and my girlfriend did, we used to walk a lot, downtown and stuff like that. Walk all around basically trot around the city. Mm-hmm. But I think walking is a very good, healthy thing to do. Even I remember
you used to post on your story. You're it was 3 a.m. and you're walking.
All right, now that one, I don't know about 3 a.m. Parking lot. I don't remember that.
No, it was during COVID and whatnot.
That's probably when I was depressed.
Yeah.
That wasn't during the relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What advice would you give to someone who's struggling in a relationship?
Advice I would give is honestly it's kind of you gotta kind of give me a specific problem, but just reevaluate yourself first. Reevaluate yourself. Understand what's going on in the relationship. That may take 1 or 2 days for you to do, but understand and come to your partner and talk to them about it. See, a lot of people they do share other information to other people maybe close to them about their partner or about their relationship problems. Me personally, I don't really do that. Everybody got their own groove, but I feel it's a breach of privacy.
Keep it private.
Exactly. I feel it's a breach of privacy because now, even if you're close to that person, right, they now know about your problems and it's not just a problem.
Their opinion can mess up your mind.
Exactly, and it's not just a problem with you and your girlfriend no more. It's a problem with you and your girlfriend and your brother. So, you don't really.
Yeah.
I don't feel you should keep it private. So
the relationship is between two people, not.
Yeah, exactly. And whenever there's problems in a relationship, it's not a problem. With you, it's a problem you guys fight together.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, having class and sitting next to you for, last semester, I really felt you were kind of just the chillest person ever, right? I honestly thought, I don't know if you remember this, I thought you were a pothead.
Yeah.
I was like.
I think a lot of people do. Our teacher did.
Yeah, no, a lot of people think that it's because I got bags under my eyes. Because I, used to stay up till 5, 6 in the morning. So it's not really I don't really take 1,000,000% offense to it, but I've never done any drugs or alcohol ever in my life because you remember that quote that I said? Yeah, yep. You said I don't need
say it.
I don't need I don't need drugs or alcohol to keep me turned because I'm Steven Zoss. Because,
that's tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe in that because, really like, you know, alcohol, you take that to, I think you take that to get drunk, you know, and turn up and stuff like that. And like, it's like, I could turn up by myself.
It's a depressant.
Antidepressant.
Right, antidepressant. And then what's the, and then like marijuana and like coke and everything. Some girl was talking about taking coke in the class yesterday. You remember that?
That's not good.
No one was talking about that.
Yes. She was like,
no one was saying that.
No, she was like, is it really a bad thing to take coke? I'm so dead ass. And it was like, and I mean, I kind of understood, like, not understood, but like, I seen where she was going with that, because she was like, you know, it kind of like, you know, into your problems right away, but it's just also like really unhealthy for you. Tversky said that. It was really
what do you think a healthy way to get rid of, like, help your problems is?
Walking.
That's
meditating.
awesome.
You know, a lot of things.
Do you listen to stuff while you walk? Music, podcasts? Like, what's your biggest influence? Like, all this wisdom, what do you get it from? Or is it just the mind? You feel like you have an open mind?
Yeah, no, it's honestly the mind. Like, see, a lot of things is you're not going to get anywhere with a bunch of affirmations that you scream at your mirror. You're going to get somewhere by the pile of accomplishments that you have. It's not really about like what you say over there.
Say that again. That's
I said you're not gonna get anywhere with affirmations that you scream into the mirror. You're gonna get somewhere with all the piles of accomplishments that you have.
No, I like that, because people can, you know, you can be watching the most informational things.
Exactly.
You know, but if you don't use something with that,
it's how you take it. It's how you
have to like
it.
you actually have to digest the information.
Exactly.
And like not just and actually do something with it.
Exactly.
So
like it's a lot, but you know, honestly, like I really do, like on my TikTok is like low-key kind of positive. I mean, I just kind of keep positive, like try to, you know, positive 24/7 if I'm feeling down.
You think that's like your main thing is positive 24/7?
Yeah, definitely. This life is too short for to not be happy. This life is too short to get mad at a driver because they don't know how to drive. I should have been mad at that black Suburban, but I'm alive, so I wasn't mad.
For real. I mean, like in the last few years, you talked about how you were like struggling a lot. When did you like what really made you come to peace with yourself? It seems like it kind of just flipped.
Because it kind of flipped with the girlfriend. Do you feel like that helped, or do you feel like your maturity helped from that?
So learning how like actually like kind of like insane that person was, and how like that made my brain, like I didn't really like that one person was controlling all of my thoughts, and one person was making me feel this sort of way, and I felt like that's just not right. And then, you know, once I got with my current girlfriend, like I started like gaining more peace with myself. I was happier with myself, so which allowed me, you know, she helped me to allow myself to try and grow by myself.
So what's a way, if you say someone doesn't want a girlfriend, what's a good way to find peace then? Walking?
Well, you know, you could walk all the time, but another way to find peace, you know, if you don't want a girlfriend, just be content with yourself. Like if you're like my thing is, if you're working a job you don't like and it's not paying an extreme amount of money, find another job. You can always find another job. There's work everywhere else.
Yeah.
If you really are not happy with your job, you're not gonna be happy with your life. You have to like surround yourself a lot of things. Like if you're a family person, surround yourself around a lot of your family. Your family's not gonna be here forever either. So, you know, there's a lot of other things you could, you know, have hobbies and stuff like that, like sports and everything like that, you know, if you're not, you know, turning into a girlfriend life, married.
Yeah, well, like what would you say are some of your hobbies? I mean, you don't play Fortnite anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't play Fortnite. I like to watch the NBA.
Big basketball fan?
Yeah, big basketball fan. And honestly, like I like economics. Not really like economics, but I like supply chain management and like business and stuff like that. Like I feel like I keep saying this, that I have such like, I feel like I'm so, when it comes to that stuff, like I feel like I'm so hip to it. Like I understand it so much, and I'm like, is it just that easy, or is everybody else understanding it just like me?
Yeah.
That's the way a lot of people probably look at things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Aren't you also kind of like into reading?
Oh yeah, I am into reading. I'm actually reading a book that Mr. Felici's making us read. It's called The River Between by Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
Is it good? I know David loves it. David, David. So, what are your thoughts on the book?
It's awful.
I think it's a decent book. I just really don't like fiction. I don't like fiction because, you know, they're basing it off some real stuff.
There's a lot of symbolism in it. But I don't even really understand the symbolism because I don't understand just like their logic.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hard because
I think forced education is bad education.
Yeah,
if you're forcing someone to learn something, they're not going to learn it. You have to show them why they're learning it, and it's just not like that.
Yeah, when I like, it's kind of tough for me to just like read a book that I don't want to read, but it's okay. It's a good book. I have this new book It's also another project, but you get to pick your own book. It's called Dominicana by Angie. I think it's Angie Cruz. And yeah,
wait, Steven, don't you want to like move out of the U.S.? You want to move to like New Guinea or something, right?
I haven't really thought about moving out of the U.S. like currently, like maybe actually like after the kids move out the house and everything like that.
Your kids?
No, I don't have kids, but I'm saying when I have kids and everything like that, like when they move out the house.
So yeah, we talked about how you plan on getting married in 3 years. When do you plan on having kids?
Anywhere from the age of like 21 and up.
Okay.
But like 21 to like 30, not to like obviously like
I would have them later.
The first kid before 30 at least. Like that's just like at least what I want.
Oh no,
like,
I feel I could have kids from 30 to 40.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's all it's all what you feel like. But I actually kind of thought about this, like maybe like low key after the kids move out and everything, like just go like touring in like a bus in like Europe or something like that. Just like chill. Like because I like to like experience. Explore. Yeah, I like to experience cultures. Like I really want to travel the world and experience cultures and like just immerse yourself into that, kind of aspect of their life. Like this is their everyday life. They have to go to this, that, and everything.
And that can teach you a lot.
Yeah, it can.
Seeing other perspectives, like it's crazy to think that people that live on this, say they live in Cuba or something, their life is so vastly different than ours.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, between the socialism and the communism and everything like that, like their leaders are different from us. Their history is different.
Like, and you can we like Americans, I feel like take so much for granted. Like Cubans would love to have the freedom we get.
Yeah,
and I feel like we still kind of like not abuse it, but like
don't appreciate it.
We don't appreciate it, and we think we're not free.
Yeah, see, like what I learned kind of about humans is like whenever they get good, they want better. Whenever they get better, they want way better.
I think that's good.
Like, they never stop. I mean, I do think that's good, but like it's a never ending problem. Like no matter how much freedom we get, we're still going to be one.
Do you think other animals are like that, or do you think humans are just like more dominant in a way?
I think actually like a lot of animals, like I don't know if you look like with the maternity and stuff like that, like between mothers and animals, like if you don't know, like dolphins actually help people have births. Like they like this, it's called like a dolphin birth, and like the dolphin communicates like like you can look this up. The dolphin communicates with the baby inside the mom's like belly and like helps it come out just like way easier, and the babies are actually like known to be smarter. And so I feel like a lot of like.
So is that what you're gonna do?
No, that's true.
Yeah, like
female dolphins have been seen assisting in birth, and more consistently as baby sisters or aunties, helping near young dolphins. Yeah. I don't see them helping humans with birth, but
it's real. It's real for real. It's for real. And like when you try to pull the dolphin off, the dolphin doesn't want to move because the dolphin's trying to help the baby. But I do see like a lot of maternity through nature and stuff like that.
What if you would call yourself an animal? What animal would you be?
Probably a cheetah.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm just like quick as fuck.
You are.
Mentally quick as fuck.
No, he's fast. Like you see him running.
Yeah, on God.
He's a track star, David.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, what animal would you be?
I don't know.
I feel like he'd be like a little bit like
a rabbit,
chimpanzee, a mouse. Oh, you be Ratatouille for real, dead ass. Ratatouille.
You think he's a mouse?
I think he would be able to cook it up in the kitchen.
Yeah. No.
I feel like you're kind of like a turtle. Save the turtles, David. Come on.
Joey, I feel like you're kind of like an elephant.
An elephant?
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I feel like elephants to me like are always like.
So, Steven, I have a question. How do you eat an elephant?
No, we were talking about this in Tefelsky's class.
How do you eat an elephant?
About how much protein you can get out of a cat.
Oh yeah, they were talking about something about how to eat. I don't think.
But how do you eat an elephant?
I don't know how you would eat an elephant.
You eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Wait,
that's a whole analogy for life. How can you overcome this really big obstacle? One step at a time.
I mean, yeah,
Look at me. I'm becoming some sort of guru. I'm the guru.
The effect's wearing off.
Yes.
The effect's wearing off.
I feel like an emperor.
See, I
Steven's
see.
the dolphin.
See, oh yeah, you're giving birth.
See, I say that like I say that you're like an elephant because you're always smiling. Like Joey is always smiling.
I like that.
Like always smiling.
Elephants don't.
Well, no, but like
they
got that chunk.
My bad. Elephants like always like when I look at elephant, it just always looks happy. Like to me, like elephants just. They just like I feel like.
No, I realize I smile a lot, and I feel like when I'm like 60 years old, I'm gonna have the most wrinkly face ever, and it's gonna be really bad.
I don't know.
No, because like there's like I mean,
you're 60, like you don't need to look good.
I mean, I always want to look good. So Steven, we have some like hot takes that we kind of want to hear
and like scenarios that like people like kind of like.
Okay. Yeah, so we had someone submit something. This is Steven, I just got out of a 3-year relationship. This girl was everything to me. I feel like life is pointless. What should I do?
So that's a good one. So, a 3-year relationship, that's a really long relationship. I hope it didn't go out like bad, you know what I'm saying? If it did go out bad, it probably hurts you a little bit more. But I would say, me personally, I'm a family man. Just stick with your family. Like, just go hang out with your family. And honestly, like, if you're not a family man, just go out and do something. Like, actually being out in public, getting that vitamin D from the sun, even though it is snowing outside in South Bend, it's really good. Like, the sun actually gives a positive effect on your life. And that's, research and everything like that. So just, don't focus on the relationship. Like, and this may be a little bit harsh, but, like, if they really loved you, they would have stayed together. Like, and you just have to come with that. Like, you just have to understand that, like, this person probably was, like, had different views or, like, didn't, like love me, like, the way that I wanted to be loved. That's why y'all broke up, like, because you're not together now. So there has to be a reason.
So I have a question, Steven. Are you an advocate for if you break up with someone, you should just block them on everything and just not talk? Or
what's your take on this?
Or should you stay friends?
So when you break up with somebody, honestly, like, I feel like a little bit, like, in a teenager wise, like, everybody like blocks people. Like, teenager, you just like block. But usually adults, when you see adults break up, they usually stay friends. Like, it's honestly all depends on how both people feel. Because if you feel like yeah, I want to be this person's friend, but I also still want to be with them, then you probably shouldn't be friends because you don't want to just be this person's friend. And if the other person's like, I want to be this friend, and like, I kind of just want to be friends, like, I don't really want to have a relationship again, then that person's okay. But if you still want to be their, boyfriend or girlfriend,
like down the line?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you still want to be their boyfriend or girlfriend, I mean, then you know what you want out of that friendship. It's not just a friendship.
So do you think they should just block then? If they want something differently than the other person,
you probably just don't have to communicate. Like, I mean, if it makes you feel better to remove the person from your Snapchat or block them, whatever, and if that makes you feel better, then yeah. But like, I feel like if you're see, maybe this is just me. Maybe it's just me as like from being a teenager. But like, if you have an ex, I don't think you should be like, and you get a new person, I don't think you should be keeping contact with your ex person. But of course, everybody thinks different. But me personally, I feel like valid. You should not be, because then that's gonna give your new partner. They're gonna be like, oh well, they're still like talking to their ex. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then you give your partner anxiety, and now they're like, they feel bad because like they're telling you not to talk to your ex, but you still want to talk to your ex.
Yeah, no, that's valid. So you just say like stick around family and vitamin D. I mean, that's definitely valid. I would say, that's why everyone's so happy in the summer. You're outside so much. At least that's just from a personal perspective. So the next take I have is generosity overrated? So I kind of have this situation. So Dave and I's friend Enzo, he brings food to every single class.
Right.
Like a lot of snacks. And what happens is
this is like a meal every class.
Yeah, and there's people in this class who rely on him to feed them, and like they kind of take advantage of that. So I was telling him yesterday, I was like, bro, don't give your food to anyone. It's yours. You brought it. Don't let anyone eat your food. And I'm like, it's over. Like don't. What do you think?
So like.
But he likes being generous with it.
So like me personally, like with everything that I do in my life, I don't expect nothing back. Like, if I'm coming to do this podcast, I don't expect you guys to come do a podcast with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect anything back. Like, it's just out of my genuine heart. So if he feels like giving food to somebody every single day is just like what he wants to do and he doesn't expect anything back, then that's okay. But, I mean, he is giving away a lot. And if these people aren't really appreciating you for it and they're just like, they're just taking advantage of you, which like a lot of people do in like middle school. Like when you had them chips, bro, everybody like, let me get some chips. Remember when we did this? Like, and it's like, sure. But it's like, they're just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, right? I mean, like, that I've definitely been there asking for the food.
Yeah, a lot of people actually, when I used to work at Mancino's, there always used to be this one dude who would always come in and ask for a free cup, and he would not get water. He would get a drink every time.
So you think that's bad? You think water cups aren't meant to be filled with, like, soda?
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be, but honestly, I do it, like, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
everyone does
Everybody does it, but, like, I just don't think, like, he would just, like, always asking and always asking. And like, it's not even like he didn't even do nothing.
He didn't get food?
Never tipped or no, he got food, but he never tipped or anything. Like, bro, just constantly like got food, and he was like, bro, let me get this cup of Frito. And it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, so it's not like he was asking for a water cup. No, he was just asking for a cup.
He was asking for free stuff.
And you guys would give it?
Bro, he would basically press us into him giving it to us. Like, he wouldn't, like, actually press us.
But he'd be like, bro, come on.
He's like, bro, don't be lame, bro, for real.
Like, just
you
give me the cup,
gonna,
bro.
like, it's literally like $1. Pay the $1, what?
Pay the $1. Okay, so I have 2 more takes.
All right.
Regret is the biggest form of self-hatred ever.
Honestly, like, one of my things is also I don't like to live with no regrets in my life. So everything that I do is meant to be. Everything that I try, obviously not perfect, but everything I do and say, I'm trying to mean it. Because I don't want to live with regrets in my life. Because, you don't, it's kind of funny though. Like, some people don't remember the most important parts of their life, but they remember when they messed up.
That's true.
And it's like, I think that's a lot of thing with the media. Like, if you don't see the media, like, also just like Africa and stuff like that, like they show us like a lot of bad stuff about Africa. Like, our perception of Africa is probably not what Africa is. Like, Africa actually, if nobody knew this, they have like cities and like they got roads and they're probably thriving in some parts of Africa, but we don't know that.
You seen that one guy on TikTok that was like,
got the shoes?
I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
He like flexes that they have a Burger King and stuff, and like he's like bringing all this water and stuff.
Yeah, like he's grateful for what
I forget what he calls himself though.
Yeah, like it's just like all they show us is like, oh, they need water, like they don't have this, and probably some parts of Africa don't have this, but they don't show us the good parts. They never the media portrays a very negative image, and that's why you wonder a lot of people are depressed in this world. It's because of the negative image that the media portrays for you.
For sure.
Because people feed off of negativity. You see somebody fighting, yeah, you want to see somebody fighting instead of somebody giving away $1,000. Like,
it's because it's different,
Yeah,
it's built in you from a young age. Everyone gets A's on their papers. They're supposed to get A's. You get that F, everyone's slandering you, right?
Yeah.
Because that's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
like,
but you don't get rewarded for the A's. You get
yeah,
hardships for the F's.
Yeah, you're programmed to put people down instead of bringing them up.
Exactly.
Because it's kind of like, it's different.
And that's how they get their money. They make crazy articles, and that's how they get their money. Yeah. It's all about money at the end of the day. A lot of things are.
For sure. Okay, so my second quote is, here's the most important thing in the world. It's me. Do you agree?
So like the most I feel like it's kind of like self-centered, but like, I mean, that's a lot of positivity for yourself, self-positivity. Like, heck, yeah, the best person in the world is me. You know what I'm saying? But if you go out in the world and be like, the best person is me, you suck, David. Yeah. Like, then it's like, I'm putting you down and putting myself up.
Yeah.
But if I just put myself up by myself, I feel like I'm the best person in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Then you can put other people up.
Yeah. Then you.
Because at the end of the day, you only know you are real.
Right, like Andy said. But like when you're positive. Yeah, Andy said that for real. Or maybe did you said that?
I said that. Okay, I said that.
Well, it's like, because you the world only exists through your lens. Yeah,
exactly. When you put yourself up, you are giving yourself the positivity and motivation to put others up. So I think it's not a bad quote, but if you use it the wrong way, it could be bad.
Yeah, like you don't want to exploit other people just because you think you're better.
Exactly.
So Steven, that's all we have prepared. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about? Or any questions that you have?
What do you guys think about the NBA season right now?
Well, actually, I've been getting really deep into sports betting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've told you about that. So like, I bet on last Friday night. Come on, Dave, this is a big deal. Last Friday night, I did a parlay with every single NBA game, and I hit on every single one. I made $600.
$600, David?
Off of $1.
I put $1 in and made $600. The same thing happened on Monday. I put $1 in and I made $80 because I predicted every single game.
That's crazy.
So I'm not super into the NBA, but it's making me money.
That is so crazy. Is David upset because he hasn't been making money?
Yeah, he hasn't because he should be the guy that makes the money because he knows a lot about sports.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
What?
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
he's one off each day.
But I thought you couldn't sports bet till you're like 21.
I thought so too.
It's 18.
Oh, it's 18. Oh,
It might be depending on the state.
Loki, I'm trying to sports bet too though. Like Loki. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can put you on with my app and my bookie. Well, actually, if you just want to pay me, I can do it all for you. I can make you some dough. I'll just take 20%.
Damn.
I think that's fair.
Who's your favorite basketball player, Joey?
My favorite
Joey can name one.
LeBron.
Joey goes through the parlays and is like, all right, David. So this video I'm watching is telling me who I need to like pick on, and he like tells me the name, and I have to tell him the team they're on, so that he can go to that game. He can go to that game and place it.
What?
So like, really, I should be taking a cut, but like,
Yeah,
I'm not like that, you know.
Yeah, David.
I'm just saving him time, but sorry.
No, LeBron's my favorite player. Though.
Who's your favorite player, David?
In the NBA right now?
Yeah, right now. Current.
Probably Anthony Edwards.
Really? I thought you were gonna say Pat Bev or D.
Well,
Rose.
Pat Beverly, but like right now,
Pat Bev's raw.
Ant is just like.
Wait, aren't you guys both T-Wolves fans?
No,
No,
he's a
no,
Clippers fan.
Oh, you're a Clippers fan?
Yeah, Paul George for life. Like the
Wait,
Clippers
what?
are. I think the Clippers are like.
They're good.
I think they're fourth or fifth, and I think they're fourth in the West right now because the Pelicans lost a couple nights ago.
So
They're not the best team in California,
You haven't been a
though.
Clippers fan since when they had CP.
No. So here's the thing. I'm not a bandwagon, but I follow Paul George. So I started off as an Indiana Pacers fan, and where Paul George was, which honestly I felt like was probably his
if
best
Minnesota
time.
gets rid of Anthony Edwards, I'll probably just go wherever he goes.
Yeah. So like.
David, no.
What?
You were a T-Wolves fan
Yeah,
before.
he was a
Edwards.
I know,
T-Wolves
I
fan
was.
forever.
You're literally wearing a T-Wolves hoodie right now.
I was gonna bring my Clippers hat, but I forgot it.
I mean, I like the glasses that you're wearing.
Yeah, thank
That's,
you.
I,
It's very big Torres of you.
were you inspired by Big Taurus?
No, I'm inspired by myself.
Okay.
But there was a lot of sun outside today, so when I was driving, I had to put the sunglasses on, And David said I looked very nice in them, so I took the compliment, and I, decided to wear them for the podcast.
2 out of 33 of our episodes have been people have been wearing
Making
sunglasses.
history.
I like that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I don't know how the Kings are doing that good. Honestly, I really do not know.
De'Aaron Fox is like that.
It's like life. They have had the same team, but they just need that one piece. They put that one piece on their Lego tower, put it all together.
One thing though is definitely with the thing is so the thing with the Clippers is they haven't been able to build their team and keep a consistent rotation because
they're not all
injuries.
from the same. It's not all from the same set.
Yeah,
they got a set from Lego Friends. They got a set from Lego Ninjago. They got a set from Lego Batman, and they don't mash.
Yeah, but I think with basketball, it's a lot of team for sure.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You have to have chemistry.
You gotta have
Yeah, that's why the Warriors were so good for so long.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? We've been recording for a minute now. I'd love for you to guess how long it's been.
Time's really been flying here. 42 minutes.
David?
55.
53.
Wow.
That's one of our longest ones.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't got any more questions though.
Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. This was definitely I don't know. This was a really fun conversation, and we did record at 8 in the morning. So thank you guys for listening. Check us out on all social media platforms, YouTube and Spotify, just at Chips and Chops Podcast. All right, peace.